It's been busy. I don't
To
know.
say the least.
Right. Ow!
Already got boat project.
It's like Christmas. During the initial survey, we found out that the AC is not running. Well, I'm in my 50s now, and that doesn't work so well. That makes my day. It was just a couple batteries. Nice, shiny new barbecue pit. Well, welcome back. We had planned to do a big event where we let everybody know that we finally got the boat, and here we are, we're sitting on it, and we've had it for a week now, and life has just been absolutely crazy. The closing and dealing with the broker was its own issue. Shuffling paperwork between the lender, the broker, the sellers, and then of course us, which I mentioned before. It's a lot, especially when you're overnighting it, because our lender was in Florida. And then again, we had some issues that the broker wasn't wanting to release the boat, but again, we'll cover that in another topic. And so there was a lot of items left on the boat, so it didn't look clean. We wanted this nice, beautiful, come look at our boat on our first day, and they had left the outboard and the dinghy and some davits. It all came with it, but they just left it in the cockpit. And it was funny because the day that we got the keys, we only got them like at 3 o'clock on a Friday. So Colleen met me here, and she met me, and we had some tacos, because that's what we do on Friday. We go have tacos every Friday night. So we sat here. Well, the AC doesn't work on this boat yet. We're working on it, and that's how I negotiated the price down a little bit. But it's hot as Hades here in Texas right now, so it was miserable sitting on here. We're like, hey, let's film it later. So we came back the next day. No, actually,
Wait, but first, okay, we made that decision. Okay, filming is not going to go right now, and then you took a wrong step. And
yeah, well, but we went to San Antonio for your father's 90th birthday. Then the next day we came and said, hey, we'll do it then. Let's get all this stuff off the boat. Well, that dinghy in its pack, it has to weigh 100, 150 pounds. And so I was trying to get it, and this was before we had steps going up to the boat, and the freeboard on this boat has to be over 3 foot, so it's a long step. So I've been stepping and jumping, and well, I'm in my 50s now, and that doesn't work so well. Well, I took one wrong step, and I was out for the count. Matter of fact, we had to go borrow a friend's step for me to even get off the boat. So then we laid down low the rest of the week, just trying to get my back to not hurt so much that I could move around. And then, so we had our grandson's birthday this Saturday.
In San Antonio.
In San Antonio again.
So 6 hours round trip.
So we got here this morning, and we're like, hey, we got these plans. Let's still work on getting some of this stuff off the boat. And, we have a house that is on the market right now. So there's people always wanting to see the house. We have a open house going on right now. So they're constantly calling us. And we had some boat projects. It's been a whirlwind. I don't regret anything right now.
No.
We started off really well today. But anyways, so here we are. We're on our Jeanneau Sun Odyssey 39i. Super excited. What else did we do?
Sweated.
Yeah, we were sweating a lot.
Sweated a lot.
It's hot. So the AC is not running, but we did bring, and I'm going to go ahead and turn this around, let you see. At home, we have an emergency. You can see the ductwork right there. It's one of those portable AC units. We installed the portable air conditioner, and it's just, if you stand in front of it, it's blowing really cold air, but like we're maybe 10 foot away right now, and I have sweat just coming down my brow. It's not comfortable. So I'm hoping to get Don here soon so that he can address that, so we can come down here, do some of the other work that's on our punch list, and enjoy the boat a little bit more, because it's just hot right now.
Yeah, and I feel bad. I mean, we're excited about this. It's a beautiful boat. It's got a lot of extras. It's going to be really great. We're just kind of tired.
We are. It's been
we'd be
busy.
old, we'd be tired, we'd be hot.
Yeah, so it's been probably the hottest week so far this year. And so it's just kind of the timing. And we're just running around like madmen. And you saw the prior video of all the packages that have been coming in. Well, I don't have room for those at the house, so they need to come to the boat, but each one of those are a project. So I got to get them out of the garage. But then today we loaded up the outboard and the dinghy, and it's going back home. So we need the house to look nice and clean for the potential buyers, but we're still hauling stuff back. And then, the deliveries we've taken, I want to bring those to the boat.
There's a huge tendency, as in the world we live in, to get distracted easily, and we got to keep ourselves on track.
Right.
Check something off.
Yep. That's what
See it through.
A couple of the things we did today. Yes. A couple of the things we did. Like, let's finish this. We thought, oh, 40 foot, tons and tons of space. But like right now we look and we don't know where things are going to go. But we'll figure it out. We know it takes a simpler living or simpler existence.
And selling the house and downsizing is going to be one step closer to that. Mentally, you know, to relinquish my ties to certain things in the house.
Well, we know that we're going to get storage because there's just certain things that, you know, we have some art, we have some heirloom stuff, and just things that are valuable that, you know, we wouldn't get much at an estate sale, garage sale, or even selling it online. And it's just a lot of hassle. So and there's things that when we decide maybe we come off the boat or it's not a full-time gig that we want to have again, so it didn't make no sense. So I think we're gonna get storage. Probably lost 6 pounds in sweat alone, but I got a lot of stuff done.
We've had a lot of birthday cakes, so that it offsets.
Yes, yeah, we've had a couple birthdays, and I think next weekend there's no plans, so I'm very excited about that. But there's a lot of stuff to do on the boat, and so we'll, you know, isolate. My mentality, I want to knock out as many projects as I can, as fast as I can, but just picking one or two every day and work on them. Like last week, I said I could probably work on the bow thrusters on my lunch. You know, one's taking the batteries out and having tested. Then the next day, I'm like, oh, I'll go and buy new ones because they were bad batteries. Then we'll come in and install them. So I could, you know, over a 1 hour lunch during the week, I was able to knock out a project that, not entirely, I didn't do this time, but there was a lot of things I was able to get done. It's going to take months to get everything the way we want it, but we seriously want to address 99% of the stuff that was on the surveyors and rigging inspection. We want to knock it out and get this boat to 100% way she's supposed to be, so we start off on the best foot. But that's it. I'm even tired of talking, so we're gonna get home to where there's nice cold AC and some iced tea and call it a day. But anyways, welcome to our boat. We're super excited. There's gonna be a lot of videos coming here soon. I don't know if I'm gonna do a lot of little short videos of projects or just put them all together. Already sitting on a few. We put an anchor on the other day. We've got the bow thruster working, and that was I probably have 2 or 3 different days where I was messing with that, and she recorded a little bit today. Otherwise, we were just doing some organizing and cleaning today, so there's not a lot of that. You know, when we're taking stuff and hauling it to the truck, and nobody wants to see that. That's not very exciting. Yeah. But it certainly took a lot of time and a lot of work. And I've been showing the Salty Serenade, still for sale, but I have several people that are showing a lot of interest. So I've done some video tours of that. I've been answering a ton of questions. Every day I'm getting calls about it. So I think it's soon it'll have a new owner, and that makes me happy. One, because I don't have to pay a slip fee, and 2, because I can check that box and it's over with. All right, well, enjoy the videos we have coming, the clips we have coming up. I don't even know at this point. I haven't started the editing, what you're gonna get to see, but there's some stuff, and enjoy it.
Maybe.
All right, let's go.
All right.
I was eager to tackle my first project earlier in the week, which included the installation of a brand new anchor, swivel, and shackle. This was a relatively easy project, and it provides me with peace of mind that I have good ground tackle if something were to go wrong. It would have been easy to spend thousands of dollars on a new anchor, but we're still years away from living on a hook. So I was content to find an anchor that fit our budget and was sized just a little bigger than we needed, and I'm sure it's going to serve us well. It's hard to see in this clip, but the inside of the shackle was so badly corroded that I had to use a cutting blade just to remove it. Looking back at this video, I probably should have removed the last link in the chain too.
It's like Christmas.
Here I'm doing a dry fit just to make sure everything is the right size and the swivel and shackle will run smoothly through the bow roller. After a few test runs, I applied Loctite to the threads and then used season wire to lock the shackle bolt so it wouldn't back out.
There she is.
On a scale of 1 to 10, this project was a 1, but I found it really rewarding, and I'm excited just thinking about all the adventures I'm going to have on this boat.
We just upgraded from this older galvanized 16 kilograms, so what is that, 32-pound anchor that's probably a bit undersized for this boat, to now we have a beautiful polished stainless 44-pound plow style anchor. So it looks really good. That's our first of many projects with this boat, but that one went okay. All right, I'm starting the second project for this boat, which is changing out the bow thruster batteries. Here we go. And I started disconnecting them, and I forgot that there's two 12 volts run in a series for a 24 volt system. So I'm taking a picture and video to kind of remember how everything goes. I have two different reds going over here. So anyways, I gotta figure this all out, but it doesn't look totally complicated. I just want to have proof of what the configuration was before I started. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these batteries over to the auto parts store, let them charge it and test it, and tell me if I need to replace them. They're from 21, so they are about 4 years old, I would think, but they look like they're in really good condition, and I don't think they've been used very much. So I'm a bit hopeful that they still have some life left in them, but if not, I have it in the budget to replace them. I might look like a wimp using a cart for two batteries, but holy cow, these things were super heavy. I'm curious to put them on a scale just to know what they weigh. All right, they're loaded up. Let me take them to the parts house and see what they say.
As you can see on the tester, the batteries are 100% charged, but they both failed and need to be replaced.
All right, the batteries are all hooked back up. Got new ones, you'll see, 7 of 25 on both of the new batteries. I got a fan running, so you may not be able to hear me because it is hot as can be in this forward cabin. And we're gonna turn it on. Now let's run up top and see if we can have a bow thruster. Unfortunately, that didn't fix the problem, so we'll have to keep on chasing this issue down and see if we can resolve why the bow thrusters aren't working. Okay, I think I got it. Let's see, let's go up top, and if all works well, we will now have a bow thruster. All right, I'm gonna turn it on. Tell me if you hear the bow thruster turn on, if you feel any movement. I'm gonna go to the port side first and go to the starboard side. Let's see if it's working.
Okay, very good. Already got boat projects. Guess this is gonna be our life. Yes. Yeah, I hear it. I hear it. I feel it. I think we have bow thrusters.
All right. That makes my day. It was just a couple batteries. I was concerned it was going to be a bigger issue, but they were just two dead batteries. When I took them to get serviced, they showed that they were completely full, but they were bad batteries. They're not even that old. Well, 4 years when a battery's only good for 5. Oops. So they needed to be replaced, and I'm just glad that's what it was.
Because now we have bow thrusters, that means we can get some seating back.
I don't want to call out any names, but I'm trying to be a little different from some of the other channels that always have multiple projects going at once and they never seem to really finish any. So we're trying to see it all through, clean up our mess. We watch another channel religiously, and they start a project, they never quite finish, they get everything tore up, and then they move on to another one, and you look in the background and their boat is complete chaos. And so anyways, we're putting the tidying touches up to this bow thruster project, and we're going to try to be better than that. During the initial survey, we found out that the AC is not running. We have a split unit which has 2 handlers and one sending unit, or whatever it's called, on the outside. So I have somebody scheduled to come take a look at it, but we got projects to do here on the boat, and it's super hot here in Texas right now. I think it was 100 degrees yesterday in San Antonio. Anyway, so I didn't get much footage, but what I did put in was a portable unit that we have at our house that's for emergencies, and it fit quite nicely in one of these little port windows. So it's slowly cooling off. I had it set to 60. I mean, you'd walk down and immediately start sweating when you came down, but it's slowly cooling it off. But the problem is that we don't have a lot of cord space that it would reach, so we got it plugged in back here in the galley. I tried to put it in the aft cabin so it would blow forward, but the way the plug is located, I could not get this oversized. Got a fuse box on it. it wouldn't plug in. Then I actually had it in the head, thinking, okay, we're not going to use the head, so I can use this window to plumb it out, but there's no electrical plug in here. So this is basically the only spot I could have, and we got to get some kind of cover for this because there's a lot of sunlight coming in. It's quite brutal. But anyways, I didn't get footage of it, but we have some AC on here, and that'll actually make it better for the servicemen when they come to work. So it'll make it a comfortable environment for them. We have several things. You'll also notice that the icebox is open because that as well is not working. Hopefully it's nothing major, because when I actually look at the unit, it doesn't look bad, but we let it run for a couple hours and we didn't have anything. We're cleaning up a little bit of a mess we have. We got fans that we found here on the boat, and we're using those right now. So, and I'll give a formal tour at a later time when we get it cleaned up and get some of these projects knocked out. Far from essential, but one of the items I had on my punch list is that I wanted a boat that had a barbecue pit. This one did not, so we ordered one when we had Prime Days and it was on sale. So I'm gonna go ahead and assemble this and install it to the bow pulpit, and that'll be something I can check off. One of the things I noticed about this barbecue pit is that there's a lot of different mounts, and there's not a lot of instructions on how to mount them, but you can mount them to the rail. There's different rail sizes, different rail shapes. You can put them on the side of your boat. There's pulpit, but we're going to go with this. We went with the round because it only takes a single mount, so it feels like it's a little like a quick mount, and I can get it out of the way. I wanted the square because it has a bigger surface area, but for the most part, it's just going to be Colleen and I on the boat. This one's supposed to fit 7/8 to 1 inch. Bow pulpit, whatever you want to call that. So first nice surprise is this is built really well built. It's heavy. I didn't know it. Got a little washer here. I'll figure out how this works later, but we're just kind of unpacking right now. Just really well wrapped up. I saw an unboxing video online, and there was quite a bit of installation that I need to do. Yeah, let me see. There's all the pieces that I got to start working on. Yeah, all right. Actually, it's upside down. All right, nice shiny new barbecue pit. I suspect that we'll move it, but we've got it installed here on the starboard side. It's out of the way. I think there's more room for it over here, but it makes sense back here. And we can also mount it to this route, but I just don't want to get too high, and then I got heat too close to the canvas. So for right now, that's where it's going to stay.
Thanks for watching till the end and following my journey one adventure at a time. If you like this video, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment below. Stay tuned next week when I install a new freshwater pump and accumulator, plus a half dozen or more other small projects as I bring this boat back to a near new condition. Alright, thanks, and I'll see you next time.